Hey people, what's up? I had to make this video. Sorry I did not make this earlier. Life happens, plus I've been paying a little bit more attention to the Jessica Messica stuff, which means I have to spend hours of my time that I already don't have to come up with all the evidence information to tell a credible story. Now, what was shocking to me when I did make my live stream 4 days ago was that Hannibal came up and started to poke fun, mock, and in a very disrespectful way, do this to not only to the gay community but to the trans community as well, which I thought was extremely disgusting. So in this stream, we can update the mocking of Monty slash to kill a squawking bird. This piece of shit at 2 hours and about 32 minutes in, let's just say 2 hours 31 minutes, decided to go on a very transphobic and homophobic rant, making fun of trans people, putting up somebody who was clearly, well, part of the LGBTQ plus community, and poke fun of them, trying to say that this would be me. How is that funny, and how is this allowed? If you're a trans person, if you're part of the LGBTQ plus community, don't stand for this bullshit and call it out. Anyways, I'm gonna just add on my original reaction to this because it was actually shocked, and I didn't think it was gonna be this bad, but it actually was. So let's go. 2 hours and 31 minutes in, he starts being homophobic. Okay, let's go to that. We're gonna start a little bit early so we catch the whole idea. So here's 2:30, Hannibal being transphobic. He is also homophobic as well. Let's just do that. Let's go.
Let me see. I got one more thing. To say to Monty. No, not quite yet. Here, I got one more thing to say to Monty real quick because I just want to let Monty know that he seems to be a hater. Hey, BML, Monty seems to be a hater, and I don't fuck with haters. As well as Monty seems to have a little bit of this, how to say, he has a little bit of closet energy going on. Like,
oh, really? So you closet energy, as in I'm gay. Is there something wrong with being gay, Hannibal? Because you keep referencing this whole idea that I am a gay man, and for somehow that detracts from my opinion. So please, when you are watching this, Hannibal, please give your audience an understanding of why you're saying rather homophobic and transphobic things in your streams, and no one should call you out. So please explain this again. Let me rewind it back a little bit, and we're gonna listen once more.
Monty seems to be a hater, and I don't fuck with haters. As well as Monty seems to have a little bit of this, how to say, he has a little bit of closet energy going on. Like, Monty, you could be a closet homosexual. You always talk about dominating men and sticking your penis in these places and making other men bow down to your dominance. But
why does he carry a sting my clean dick? What's with the bashing of gay men that goes, just nobody talking about this. Except for me. I'm gonna talk about this right now, okay? I'm gonna talk about this right now. Don't be bashing gay men. Don't be bashing trans men, trans women. This is some sick shit. It's 2024 and we got a piece of shit motherfucker on here bashing gay and trans people, and no one's gonna talk about it.
Dominating men and sticking your penis in these places and making other men bow down to your dominance. But you claim to be heterosexual, so I don't know what your preference is. It doesn't matter to me, but I want you to know that,
well, it seems it matters because you're insulting gay and trans people, so it does matter to you. And you saying, like Fish says, you saying anything like this is an insult is too much. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking loser. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're not intelligent. and people need to be on your ass for saying this shit.
Since you got these old nasty ass, I've been installed for like 3 years, kind of dookie dreads in your head that looks like
Oh, so are you insulting my dreads as like a culture thing or a religion? Because they're actually, they can be two separate things, all right? But I'm pretty sure he doesn't have an understanding that there's a cultural aspect to dreads as well as a religious aspect to dreads. That would probably fly over his head.
like you installed them on your own. Your head looks bad, sir. It's clear to me that you are not in the black community at all. There's no black woman would allow you to walk around with these pre-made dreads in your head the way that you look without saying something to you. You look.
Does this fool even have an understanding that he listens to certain types of music where those men that rap and do drill and other types of music, they have extensions in their hair? Or does that actually fly over this dumbass's head? You listen to Who I Smoke song where at least one, maybe two or more of those guys have extensions in their hair while participating in that music video, and then your stupid ass turns around and says this dumb shit. The irony of it all. And once again, I didn't even listen to this beforehand, and I can think of good points to counter this dumbass's argument on the fly.
Look horrible, sir. You look bad, and I would say that you look like a crackhead. You look like a homeless crackhead, to be honest with you. So I don't know what's really going on with you, Monty. But if your deal is, because hear me out. I'm not hating on anybody that wants to transition. But Monty, you seem like you in the closet.
Jesus Christ, he's talking about transitioning again. Are you freaking... No one's calling this guy out talking this way about gay men, talking this way about gay people, about trans people talking this way. No one's calling him out. Well, I'm gonna call you out.
It's because, hear me out. I'm not hating on anybody that wants to transition. But Monty, you seem like you in the closet, and you seem like you want to come out. You've already got the dreads in your head. You already got your hair did. You walking around with big juicy booty. Why don't you go ahead and just let everybody know that you're just trying to change into a tranny? Just let everybody know that you're trying to make that change.
Oh my God, he did not even say the TRANNIE word. Okay. I'm gonna have to clip this. I'll make a separate video, and we're gonna leave documentation, a record of him saying this shit, because this is fucked up. You did not just say that word. No, you fucking didn't, bitch. No, you didn't. And of all things, we got King Low on the panel, and we have this little bitch talking like this. Jesus Christ, the hypocrisy of it all. Let's hear this again.
Just trying to change into a tranny. Just let everybody know that you're trying to make that change, because that may put fear in my heart. And if you're trying to change into a
how the hell does a trans person put fear in your heart because they're trans? This is fucked up. This is fucked. What the fuck? Just because somebody is trans, it's supposed to put fear in your heart? No. Oh man, you know what? I'm just gonna roll this. Yeah, this is actually way worse than I expected, because he's repeating his ideas out there. Jesus. Okay.
You walking around with big juicy booty. Why don't you go ahead and just let everybody know that you're just trying to change into a tranny? Just let everybody know that you're trying to make that change, because that may put fear in my heart. And if you're trying to change into a tranny, I just want you to know that, look, there are more fearful trannies out there that I would be afraid of before you came across my picture. Again, You remind me of
Wow.
the fat guy on Futurama, the black guy. You know, it doesn't matter. He didn't get any pussy either. But when it comes down to you
Great. Another reference that he uses, but yeah, he just wasn't referencing Who I Smoke for what it actually was about. Okay.
changing sexes, because that's what it feels like you're trying to do, Monty. It feels like you just a bitch in a man's body. So when it comes to being that, here, I want you to understand this. You would probably punk me out a little bit more if you was this manly.
Fucked up, nigga. I told you I don't fuck with haters, and haters don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with haters. They smell like pussy pee. If you fuck with Jaguar Evermore, something we all agree. I will split you in, put you in the Band-Aid band to 2093. Boom!
Hannibal, this is not funny to make fun of trans people, because trans people are having a hard time. More so, I would say, in America. Well, shit, even in Canada. You're literally making fun of trans people while carrying an audience. And are you serious? Nobody called you out on this shit? Well, you know what, Hannibal? I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna name it Hannibal's anti-gay and transphobic rant. That's what I'm gonna call it, Hannibal, because this is fucked up. This is super fucked up, and I can't believe this idiot is actually doing this, and he's getting away with it. All right, let's see this again.
So when it comes to being that, here, I want you to understand this. You would probably punk me out a little bit more if you was this manly.
Fucked up, nigga. I told you I don't fuck with haters, and haters don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with haters. They smell like pussy pee. If you fuck with Jaguar Evermore, something we all agree. I will split you in, put you in the Band-Aid band to 2093. Boom, bitch. Fuck you mean, ho? Right up and get dick in your motherfucking dick eaters, ho. Goddamn, I told that motherfucker. I told that goddamn took a pig feet smelling motherfucker to leave me the fuck completely, utterly alone.
Target scanner says I'm scared. So we had Rose Thorn needs a little bit of explaining to do with the squawk thing. How the fuck are you scared of somebody who's trans? What does trans have to do with being scary? This is so fucked up. This is how, some people would try and display black people as scary, as in we're trying to give you harm or bring you to harm because you're black. This is fucked. Just because somebody's trans doesn't mean they want to harm you. This is holy shit. This is wow.
Leave me the utterly fuck alone.
And if you can't understand, I'm putting it in a language so that you can get it, Monty. I'm putting it in a language so that you can understand. Look here, bro. I'm not here to go back and forth with you on the internet. I've spoke my opinion. I've given my choice. I'm not about to go back and forth with you about my medical records, which you have zero access to.
Right, Fish? Fish says this, and this is the guy who gives out mental health hotline numbers before his streams. Now we know why. Misogynist, homophobic, transphobic rhetoric. Exactly.
I have no diseases which you are trying to put upon me, and the actions that you are taking are very slanderous and offensive. But if you can't take what you're dishing out because somebody puts a song out about who I smoke, after you sit there and say that I'm passing out HIV, then you...
No one never said you did. I said there was a rumor, Hannibal. Get it right. And that rumor came from a panelist of your past, aka Barney, who was trying to put out the same shit her and her Jessica Moo crew does. They like to put out shit on people and see if it sticks. Alright, so I brought the news, I brought it, I put light to it, I shone a light to it, and you had that same person come on and tell lies. Just like how you had Timberly come on and tell her lies and then scammed even more people. So be careful who you put on panel. and be careful of what they say. Just like how that Inferno was supposed to give credible evidence of the things he was saying, yet it's like crickets, and now you have this disgusting, nasty, homophobic and transphobic rhetoric that you're putting up, and nobody has called you out. Well, I'm gonna call you out. Like I said, I'm making a video about this. I'm gonna name it Hannibal's Rhetoric, and that is it.
You're a bitch. You're a straight bitch, Monty. And here, I want you to hear the rest of what Jaguar has to say.
If you don't fuck with me like you look, if you don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me, nigga.
All right, here's the thing. Okay, let's get this clarified. We need to find out who GP316 is. If he's the guy in Brampton, Ontario, which he could possibly be, then no. But if he's the guy from Ohio, which he could also possibly be, which makes sense. That's why he kind of knows a little bit about Brooklyn and wants to state that he's in New York City. He is definitely not in New York City. That he's the type of piece of shit that likes to act like he's from somewhere to take the heat off his trail. But if he's the person that lives at his daddy's house and is in Ohio, then that person is 100% on the registry, because I've seen the facts of that GP from Ohio. So I'll put it that way to you. So he can keep hiding, but sooner or later he's gonna slip up and something's gonna happen.
If you don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. I knock your motherfucking ass. Told you I crack you in your motherfucking medulla oblongata, bitch. Make the cell.
That's right, Monty. Come over here and I'll pack you in your motherfucking medulla oblongata, nigga.
Wow, okay, so people thought this was funny. I thought GP was American because he was talking about being a GP will say a lot of things to throw you off his trail, random fish. He's a piece of shit and he likes to lie a lot. We've seen him with the burnt toast videos calling him out online that his channel got taken down when he just made all the videos private. When all that stuff was coming out about him, when the bodega was on his ass, he also removed his channel from the internet, then he came back. He's a piece of shit. He's a liar. He cannot believe what he says, okay? Because even I have connections to New York City and I'm in Canada. Who knows if he's from the same city I'm from, which is Brampton? Who knows? Because he keeps sending out these body parts to people to try and obscure who he actually is. And when you're trying to obscure who you actually are, there is a very legitimate reason for that. And one of those reasons might be he's actually on the registry. Because we've seen people in this community have ties to either people on the registry or they've actually know somebody like their husband. And I'm calling you out. Who was it again? Mood poisoning husband was on the registry, still is for years, decades in fact. We got Karate Joe on the registry. Who else has been outed? Well, we know who else has been outed. But there's multiple people who are or have been in this community that have either on the registry or they're married to somebody on the registry or they have a close person or family member on the registry. Don't forget that even your cucker's cousin was a diddler. Well, I shouldn't say was. He is a diddler because he is alive and he did do it. So I gotta use the correct tense there. All right. To be honest, man, you sound believably Canadian. Well, thank you, Random Fish, but I am an immigrant. I did emigrate to Canada. See how I use the correct term there? Hannibal, you bitch. Emigrate instead of immigrate. I'm emigrating to Canada because I immigrated from Jamaica, dumbass.
A bell and get you subdued. Make a
Oh shit.
All right, I have enough of this homophobic and transphobic diatribe that he's doing. People, I will make a video on this because there needs to There needs to be evidence of what he's been doing.